Watch, Oklahoma security guard dressed as cop shoots man, claiming it was an accident. An Oklahoma security guard hired to keep patrons safe at a weekend gun show pulled out a loaded gun, pointed it towards people and fired, striking a former sheriff's deputy, who was also working security that day. Brian Pounds, who pulled the trigger, is not a cop, but he is wearing a shirt that says police on the back. He did, however, once serve as a reserve deputy under Tulsa County Sheriff Stanley Glanz of Fuck Your Breath fame. And like former reserve deputy Robert Gates, who is currently imprisoned for killing a man by shooting him in the back, Pounds claimed it was an accident. But a surveillance video obtained by the Oklahoma news site, The Frontier, shows it more of an act of stupidity, ignorance, and negligence. Firearms training is obviously not a priority at the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office. At least not for its reserve deputies. But he will not face criminal charges because the victim, former Tulsa County Sheriff Sergeant Rick Treadwell, did not want to file charges against him. The bullet struck Treadwell's middle finger and remained lodged there, so he probably won't be flipping anybody off with that hand for a while. According to The Frontier, Treadwell, Pounds, and Skiatook Police Chief Pat Dean were working security at the Wayne+Machers Tulsa Arms Show over the weekend, Treadwell said. The show bills itself as the world's largest gun show, but stresses that loaded firearms are not allowed inside the Expo Square arena where the show is held. The Frontier acquired surveillance footage of the shooting on Thursday which shows Pounds remove the handgun from a bag, and handle it for a few seconds before pointing it in the direction of Dean and Treadwell before pulling the trigger. A flash is visible from the handgun's muzzle, and Treadwell, seated at a nearby table, immediately leaps from his seat and grabs his hand. Treadwell told The Frontier earlier this week that the bullet struck him in the middle finger, where it remains lodged. He said the bullet ricocheted off the wall before striking him. Pounds then places the handgun on the table and reaches for his walkie-talkie before other personnel arrive. Pounds, who does not appear to still be a reserve deputy, is an assessor for the Tulsa County Appraiser's Office. He is also married to Tulsa County Sheriff Sergeant Judy Pounds, who was sued in 2015 by a former jail administrator who claimed she was the subject of harassment at the workplace. The former reserve deputy was also involved in a 2005 controversial shooting that is still raising concerns among citizens. Pounds is the wife of Brian Pounds, a former candidate for Tulsa County Commissioner who works for County Assessor Ken Yazell. Pounds was a reserve deputy for Glanz in 2005 when he and Yazell accompanied other deputies to serve a warrant in Okmulgee County. Yazell ended up shooting the man in the buttocks after he allegedly tried to grab Pounds' gun. The 2005 shooting is among the issues a citizens group is asking a grand jury to investigate. Sheriff Glanz resigned in 2015 after he was indicted on corruption charges, including covering up for his buddy, Robert Bates, the reserve deputy who shot an unarmed man in the back. Like Pounds, Bates also claimed the shooting was accidental, but he ended up sentenced to 4 years in prison. Bates shot the suspect in the back while other deputies were holding him down on April 2, 2015. The suspect, Eric Harris, 44, ended up dying, gasping for air, telling deputies he was losing his breath. "Fuck your breath," Tulsa County Sheriff's Deputy Joseph Byers responded.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.